Hello, everybody, and welcome to a fully newly rebranded show. What used to be known every single week as the Fire Them Cannons podcast is now the Fire Them Cannons podcast network. Just and this show is now called the Anton and Cal Show. So we've got a brand new look for the stream, and we're really invigorated. And what a great way to start off the Anton and Cal Show with what was a freaking beautiful weekend for Arsenal, which could get better, by the way, today. We are doing our Overreaction Mondays. Everybody has gone crazy. Fans have lost their minds. Rival fans have lost their minds after the combination of results this weekend. It's crazy how things change in a week. A week ago, we were sitting here doing Arsenal United post-mortem and having David telling us that we're scared. And you saw the title I put up today. No, Scary Arsenal are back, baby. And as always, it's not Anton and Cal show without Anton and Cal. So, Cal, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. That result was fantastic. Before I say that, please, I need to say big ups to Nate. You're always here. Thank you, buddy. First and Rookie. Thank you for being here, buddy. You're always here as well. So yeah, it's been a great weekend. Um, like winning emphatically away to Leeds when I was pretty scared to be. I'm not gonna lie. Like our form wasn't looking great, and I was kind of shook because Leeds. I think they only lost like 2 games at home for the entire season, 1 or 2 games,
Mm.
and they play good football. Like let's be honest, they play good football in my opinion. And we go out there, we change our style. It was a much more attacking style, attack, and we won the game emphatically, like we always would if we just attacked. And when we attack, we also don't concede. So we had a clean sheet. I'm really happy with the clean sheet as well. And not only that, but Manchester City completely fall apart and crumble, which is something that you love to see. 2-2 at White Hart. Well, it's not called White Hart Lane anymore. What do you even call Tottenham Stadium now?
It is called, I think, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Just the
Not
Tottenham
mistaken.
Hotspur Stadium. That's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Anton, I think you're a little quiet. Um,
Oh, that's
it
because I
could be
don't have
just
my mic. Oh my god,
yeah,
I did the intro and everything with
yeah,
no mic.
yeah.
Um,
And,
hey, just for guys in the
the
chat,
toilet
did you
bowl,
guys
hundred
did you
percent.
guys hear my intro or was I like completely fucking quiet
No,
and
no,
sounding
no,
like a
no, no,
dick?
no. You could hear. You could hear. We could hear you. It's just you were a little
All
quiet.
right,
That's
okay. I just want
yeah,
to.
yeah.
I could
Um,
repeat it again for everybody, but no, to be honest, I can only do that once. So, um,
no, it was just you just sounded like muffled. You didn't
no,
sound
no.
like we couldn't hear you. But yeah, the toilet bowl, yes, maybe. That one's definitely up there. And they come back, and they play football and they come back to 2-2. And it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter really who you are, you can always come back against this dog shit Manchester City side. So yeah. And also, we have to mention the fraud Unai Emery. Every single Arsenal fake fan who walks up to me and tells me we should have kept Emery instead of Arteta, you could literally hold that. You could actually hold that. Unai Emery prop. Hold that shit. Every single time this guy, every time the lights are shining brightly on this guy, he crumbles. Every time. He only performs when people aren't looking. As soon as people start looking, he fails over and over and over and over again. Big up to Aston Villa as a football club, but to be honest, fuck Unai Emery. I'm sick of hearing about this guy.
Look, to be honest, let's. I was looking at. Well, I was actually watched both those games. I to be fair, everybody, I didn't watch either of those games live. The Arsenal match days, given the time difference, absolutely killed the life out of me. So I
Yeah.
literally woke up, I think, at like just in time for work at 9 a.m. So I hadn't seen any of the games, but I went back to watch them both. Oh my God. By the way, I feel like Tottenham won that by accident. Like they didn't like the way that they came out were like, oh fuck yeah, nah, City, you can have it. And City just rolled over for City. That Shirky goal was so fucking easy. And the Semenyo goal was easier. And I'm
Dude,
like,
the chicky, that chick, like, dude, what was Vicario is what is he doing? Like, it literally rolls in. I have no idea how he didn't stop that. Like, on what planet do you not stop that from going in? That was such a crazy game.
I still believe
This
to this day that
the
Son
Semenya.
missed on
Okay,
purpose
now he
in
didn't
that
miss on
game.
purpose. I don't think he missed on purpose. I think it was just unlucky, but I think the fans just literally just wanted them to lose.
Yeah, but I was going to say back on the Villa thing though. Villa, I feel bad for them a little bit because they are injury depleted. Like you saw that their midfield was Bogart
No,
and
I have nothing against Villa.
Douglas Luiz.
This is okay for everyone here. I don't hate Villa. I hate Unai Emery. Like I'm Emery's number one hater. I hate that guy. I don't like him. I think he's a bitch. The fact that he ran away instead of shaking Arteta's hand after losing, the fact that he crumbles under the pressure, and also a section of our fan base who kept talking about we should keep Unai Emery. Unai Emery's better than Arteta. Those guys also kind of made me pissed off, and also the fact that for some reason he only wants to perform against us for some reason, which just add layers to me being pissed off. This is Unai Emery hate, people. It's not Aston Villa hate. Just want to clear that up. Also, Luke says, Luke, welcome, dude. You're always here as well. Says it is a sickness. It is a sickness. Nate says, LOL blocked all those fan content creators who can't even say it to anyone. Yeah, fair enough, dude. That's the actual mature approach.
God. Did you some of the reactions? Did you see Deji?
Nah.
Oh, you should. I was watching Terry's one when he was looking at all the reactions. It's actually fucking crazy. I gotta say, Tottenham fans are another breed. They are another breed. Like, I'm sorry, I will never, ever, 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 ever celebrate, or not just that, be upset that we scored.
And the thing is, like, if this was, I could relate to it if it was like last day of the season. Like, for example, let's say Arsenal.
By the way, they still have the chance to beat us, Tottenham. Like, they still have us to come.
Yeah.
So if that's what Man United did, right? Man United beat City, and the next week they beat us too, which canceled it out. So like,
yeah. Also, Nate says something interesting here. He says, let's not forget 2 years ago, Unai rested his first team players against Man City and played full strength against us to beat us. He did that again. He did that again this time, right? He rested his players against Chelsea, and then he played his full team against us. Fucking bitch. Anyway, I shouldn't be swearing this much.
No,
apologies.
It's all good.
But Unai Emery just brings that out in me.
By the way, we are very aware that it is transfer deadline day as well. Before we continue, I do want to say that we are tracking crazily enough, by the way, a big story. We're just gonna say it just for a second so that it'll be out there. We can be say, but today we are on Tonali watch. That's right. Who would have fucking thought that? I didn't even when literally we're sitting here backstage prepping for the show, and this shit starts to drop, and we're like, okay. So Florian Plettenberg goes exclusive. Arsenal exploring a surprising deadline day move for Sandro Tonali. Very difficult at this stage as Newcastle have rejected an initial approach. So, yeah, I think, again, most reporters are going across are saying, they don't think it's likely to happen. What I just find very interesting is if Arsenal really want to get a deal over the... Oh, okay. Well, we do have a new one from Semi Mokbel, another Arsenal one, which goes, Arsenal working on a deal I'm not going to bring up on the screen, to sign Heart striker James Wilson, 18 years old. Okay.
You don't need another striker.
No, he's a one for the future.
Okay. Time and place, bro.
But yeah, no. So that's I don't know what to make of these Tonali links.
We're not gonna. Well, like, to be honest with you, it's fun to kind of like poke at Newcastle and stuff, but he's not for sale. There's no, like, if Newcastle were to sell to Tonali right now, I think like just sell the club at that point, because they actually have things to fight for. They can still fight for top four. They can still they're still in the Champions League. Like, there's no way you sell Tonali now if you have any ambition as a football club. Like, if they have any ambition as a football club at all, they just don't sell them.
But it's not just Plettenberg. There are multiple different outlets now that are now. This news is circling, so it's one to watch. What I'm actually interested in, and we will come back to some of the transfers and a lot of the other stuff as
Chelsea,
well. We got so much to
Emery
cover.
haters,
So many
unite.
people have responded to what happened to Man City last night in a crazy way. So when you see my title of this video, you'll think, oh, Anton's back at it again. He just made an apology last week, and now he's going to go right back where he started. And no, it's actually more that people are saying this. That's kind of the idea of the title. So we're going to play some videos where people have said that's on deck coming up on the show. But yeah, we're all kind of like just running through our headlines and kind of just catching up on this weekend. So a bit of a different version of this show as normal, because we did our match reaction for those who are here on the Arsenal Alliance. With, by the way, big ups to all who were here. It was a great stream. We had our four guests, like top shelf star-studded gooners in the house. Was fucking amazing. But yeah, we did kind of chat about that Leeds game pretty in detail for about 2 hours. So we will discuss that, of course, but just it's not the main point. Although I did put it on the thumbnail. Anyway, yeah. Well, how are we feeling now about the league, bro? Like a week ago, we were all upset. We were all panicking. They cut it to 4. The Man United performance, the way we played now, knowing that. I think next weekend is the big weekend. Before you come in, I wonder if you agree or not. I think it is. It's crazy to say this, but if we go and we beat Sunderland early, I will forgive the Liverpool. I will forgive the Nottingham Forest, and will forgive the Manchester United, because we would go 9 points clear of Manchester City
at least
before their trip to Anfield.
No, like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm just, before I get into the spell, I just want to read these comments. Rookie, thank you for being so active in the chat, buddy. Says, I don't think it would happen. This is a Tonali thing, and I agree with you. Nate the Gunner says we need a loan, some experienced box mid. Yeah, I think
that's the other question. Are we actually targeting anybody else?
Yeah,
because I don't want to be going after a pipe dream.
Yeah, I don't know if we need, but it would be nice. It would be nice. Don't know if
I think we can discuss that, because we do have the Mikel Moreno news that happened as well.
Yeah.
But so there's so much talking points for this live. So it's gonna be a very fun stream. And I'm like almost
Phantom.
Like bouncing.
I think this is a
topic.
This is a fifth or sixth time.
Yeah.
Phantom, you've been coming back lately, and thank you. Says Tonali would be a great signing, but take us from a quad winning team to a quad winning team. This guy, is this your burner? Rookie says we should go all out on Boyadi. I think so, Budadi. I think so. Not sure. The thing about it is, like, I'm not sure about, like, if MLS is going to transition to
if we're going to get Buadi, it's too late in the window for that. But I'm just watching. There are okay. So Ben Jacobs continues on about Arsenal and talks to sign Heart striker James Wilson on an additional loan. Woo! Do you know what this might be?
What?
This is what Arsenal's actually doing. Just hit me. We are buying a third striker because we have Gyökeres, Jesus, Harry Wilson, wherever is it. Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson plays for wherever his name is. What's his name? We'll say his name right. James Wilson. Sorry, as your third stringer. Havertz is moving back to the 8.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a 10. He's not going to be a striker. He's going to be the 10. He's too. I think if Havertz is too much.
You can play there as well.
Havertz has too much creative talent to be playing as a striker for us. Too much. If Amro still at Manchester United, would have loaned me, it would be so sad how they found common sense. They would never loan him to us, dude. I'm not an expert on him, but Angelo still seems like a similar player to Tonali. Would hopefully be a cheaper, and he's younger. He's disagreeing.
The thing is with a guy like Stiller, right? is that you do have Declan Rice. So that would be incredibly unappealing to a player like that, who is the man at his club, to come and
Yeah, we need someone for Rice. Actually, you're right. Like we have no one there. Like no one. And are we really going to trust MLS in there if Rice gets injured?
well, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. What
like
would happen in there? Newcastle have oh, there's just updates on the Tonali thing. I'm trying to read it to myself first before I read it.
yeah, yeah. We need. I think we might get someone on low. Maybe someone who's young, who's a little. I don't know, man. It
To be
looks like
honest,
we're really trying.
I'm wanting to see links develop. Like the Tonali thing is fun, and by the way, if that
Yeah,
fucking hits, that would be insane.
yeah.
Um, but I want to see some other links
Some
develop
realistic
along the
links.
side. Yeah, just Mikel Arteta has been interested in signing Ruben Neves in the past during his time. Okay, that's speculation. Um, by the way, the minute that Indy Kyla was set up with something bad, I'm like, it's not happening. See, I keep it
Bring back
100. I don't
Lakonga,
I don't
dude.
bring Lakonga.
Honestly, like this deserves a timeout. To be honest, bring back Lakonga. The only time I've seen Odegaard get angry ever in a game is the last time he played with Lakonga.
Mm.
That was the last time I saw Odegaard. Like Odegaard was screaming at him. Looks, oh yeah. Still is very ball to feet and progressive passer, whereas Tonali's ball is on the ball, mainly progressive pass carrier. Off the ball, there's a massive difference.
Mm.
cheeky Lakonga.
Yeah.
So
People are saying that the Tonali deal is basically.
I mean, to be honest, it's always just a bit of a joke. It's just funny.
Yeah, but oh my god, AFTV has gone big. Breaking talks begin with yeah,
Oh
guys.
yeah, well, to be honest, yeah. To be honest, there's really not much that we haven't had much to talk about for the entire window. Poor Robbie has been making transfer
I haven't watched
dailies.
one 10 transfer daily the whole time.
To be honest, sometimes I watch it when I'm playing FIFA because it's just fun to see. I'm just looking at, are we linked to people for the summer? Really?
Look, the truth is, guys, I mean, all of a sudden we have this perfect squad, in my opinion. All of a sudden, one spot becomes open due to injury, and we're all be like, "Oh wow!" Now that would tell me so much about.
I think it's the position. I think it's the position because that was always one of the positions on the pitch that we're light on. That Declan Rice profile. That's something that even with Moreno here, we were thinking, dude, like what are we going to do there?
I think it's Bruno G is more Declan Rice than Sandro.
To be honest, I think Norgard could do a little bit of some in that position. To be honest,
yeah,
maybe.
I mean, to me again, I think other people talking about MLS. I said it as my initial reaction. But I do want to talk about the Marino thing because I think there's so many moving parts of that Marino injury, and how it affects us moving forward. But I thought about MLS there, but I'm just like, if you look at our defense, we have 8 defenders, first team defenders, so we kind of have that symmetry there. If you move him to midfield, you're going to have to buy another left back or another center back. So I don't see that happening. That's more of a summer thing. You don't just do that mid-season. I was thinking you could put Eze there at times, but it would have to kind of play with two 10s.
Yeah,
right?
you'd have to do like super attacking.
You could put Havertz there. And I think that's Norgard.
I wouldn't want Havertz left 8.
I mean, Zubi can play in the 8 if you need him to.
We could play Zubi in the 8 and Norgard as a 6.
Yeah. So like,
I know it was just Kairat, but Norgard as a 6 is looking better and better every time I see him.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he's looking better.
Like,
and he's actually getting.
If we don't buy anybody, I'm not going to be like, oh fuck. Like,
now we have.
One thing people need to realize is that
I really wish Moreno was only out for like a month or 2. Like the fact that it's the entire season means that there's no, like, if anyone else get injured any one of our midfielders get injured, we're now like super light.
That's the kind of reason why you want like an extra guy in there.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. The thing is, actually, I did a calculation. If we go all the way to the quad, we have 28 games remaining in our season. So
Like if we make every final.
if we make every final, yeah, if we make all 3 finals, and obviously the league is set at 38 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be 28 games remaining. In that
That's a lot of
case,
football.
a lot of football. In about 4 months. We're at the start of February now. It's about 4 months, just because we started February. So about
Mm.
7 games a month.
To be honest, like I don't think it's unreasonable to suggest that we make every final, but we don't win everything. I mean, Liverpool kind of did that in their quad season.
By the way, that season is so fucking underrated. I know they
It
didn't
is
get
because they didn't win any of the big ones. Because they got to the Champions League. Did they get to the Champions League final? I think they did, didn't they? The quadruple
yeah,
charge
I
season.
think they made to all the finals. They made to all the finals.
The quadruple charge season was a good season for them. They just got the domestic double at the end, which was kind of sucky.
Yeah,
I mean,
cups,
if we have
yeah.
like, to be honest with you, dude, like I think like honest to God, like people, like everyone here, I feel like the Carabao Cup is like almost in the bag. Like all we have to do is play to our level, because let's face it, we already have advantage at home against Chelsea.
By the way,
There is no
Ash is finally fuming in the
yeah.
finally.
There's no way that we shouldn't be winning that, and then I think we obliterate City if we see them in the final. So I think that Carabao, I think we probably get that, and we probably get the league. And if we do a quadruple charge season, and let's say we miss out on the champs and the FA, but we get like a Carabao and a Prem, that's so good. Like even if we got to the final and lost, the Champions League final and lost, like getting to a Champions League final is such a huge achievement in terms of like what it does for the players to be in that environment. It's such a huge learning experience to go that far, and that sort of disappointment, I think it would mature the players, and it also kind of mature the fans a little bit as well. You know, a little bit of heartbreak, you know, helps. Like if we got to the like, and don't get me wrong, guys, if we got to the final and we lost, it'll be devastating. But like, I think getting to a Champions League final at least once would like, I think that will level us up as a football club in terms of the maturity of the team. Let me just get some of these comments.
Yeah, I'm just trying down our list because we got to go back and I realize as we're talking, there's so many talking points on today that it's actually crazy. We've touched on all of them like a little bit, but I think we need to give each of them the respect they deserve and actually really have a deep dive into a lot of them. And there are lots. So
I'll just talk about these comments while you write. Manu Kone from Roma, dude, Rookie, your ball knowledge is like pretty high, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. You like you know all these players, but I'm sure Roma would sell. Fair enough. Let's transition to the midfield, but why that wasn't the first option tells me everything. I think because he's so young, like as I said before in the last stream, like he's a baby. He's like 18. Like the reason why Mainu got pushed into the midfield is because Manchester United are shit and they're not fighting for anything. We're actually fighting for like big honors. So putting an 18-year-old in like a midfield is quite difficult. So yeah. Even though I think he could probably handle it, I would love to see him there for like a 45 minutes, or 30 minutes here and there. And but yeah. Or we just go Bournemouth and take Tyler Adams.
Again, I don't think this is like, to be honest, Bournemouth have lost Semenyo.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think that's the type of deal that happens on the deadline day when we just need someone on loan for 6 months. Like I get getting excited about these certain, and by the way, we can keep the names coming, but I hate to pop the air out of the balloon. But I just think we need. It's like I saw like Ruben Neves. That to me sounds more like, okay, that's a 6 month helper because we got Marino out. Because at the end of the day, Mikel Marino is coming back at the end of the year, or like, he might even be available towards the end of the season. Like
he's not. He's my top one
People,
pick.
he was saying himself that he feels that that
It's
he
surgery on a
wants to be
foot,
back later in the
bro.
year.
It's over.
But anyway, regardless, he'll be back next season. So,
Yeah. To be
like,
honest, honestly, we would be transitioning away from Marino anyway.
I mean, the Tonali one I get because Tonali is so good that we probably would end up selling Norgard at the end of the year, and then you would have
Yeah.
like Tonali in there as the alternative to Zubamendi, and
Yeah.
then that would be fucking I don't even think people realize how much
Some
of a
of our
flex that
links are
would be.
kind of like they're kind of insane. Like imagine like a summer we get Yildiz Alvarez and Tonali. Like what the fuck would that be?
You would
That'd be
like so we would really need to be selling players for
yeah.
that to happen. So the one thing I like that people really need to understand when we start getting excited about all these transfers is that the amount of outlay we just made, and most of those transfers are going to be like still being paid off in installments. So just like the summer when we had like this is why I never was losing my mind when we never had got those signings. We went signing less in some windows, like last January, for example, is because I knew that we were still paying off Declan Rice. We were paying off Kai Havertz. We were paying off Yuri and Timber from that
Mm.
summer where we outlaid a lot. And to have paid over 100 for one player in the way that we're modeled, that's why we ended up getting fucking Sterling on loan, and we didn't we Calafiori and Marino because we couldn't go big. We couldn't go big. If like we were linked with Sesko and stuff. We couldn't go big for Sesko in that summer either. We were able to go big because that stuff had been paid off, and now it was time for we had a new sporting director, but we've now outlaid a lot now on 8 new players. So if we're going to be back to when Ornstein goes, Arsenal want X, but it's going to be depending on outgoings, and that's going to be
I mean,
what you're going to be
we have a
getting.
lot of players still to that are probably just gonna leave. Like Jesus's salary, he's like the third highest paid player in the football club. He's gone, which is a big thing. Zinchenko, like
Oh yeah, Zinchenko got already
150k.
sold permanently. I thought he was a loan switch to AI. That's
Yeah,
what we.
he was on 150k a week. That's a lot of money. He's gone. You know, so like there's gonna be a couple players that are just they're gonna go. Nate the Gunner says, please don't say that, Cal. Standard FC Arteta Otters will have a field day if we make every final but don't win everything. Well, to be honest with you, like if we make a Champions League final,
Standards FC
if I'm
Arteta
sorry,
others are
no,
in life support
yeah,
right now. So
yeah, dude.
let's.
Like if we make a Champions League final, we lose it, but we still like we win a league and a Carabao. Like I am not tolerating any of that nonsense. Arteta Otters hilarious. Yeah, they have nothing. Not in the bag yet. We need to win first, then destroy City. Feet on the ground, boys. Yeah, I know. But to be honest with you, like I said it. I don't know if you guys are here, but I said it in the last stream. I said like I feel like this team really likes to play. Like they want to beat City. They just do. And I feel if we get City in that final, at Wembley, I feel like there's gonna be so much rage. So I think we put up like an insane. I'm more scared of Chelsea coming back in the next game than I am of a final, to be honest with you. Because I think we might get a little complacent at home, maybe. Arteta doesn't lose finals.
Well, final.
Rookie, this is shameless, but I hear it.
Arteta is undefeated at Wembley. Not am I wrong?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Anton, you're right. Maybe Saudi market for a loan might be great. Maybe. Phantom says, nope, I'm getting excited. It's what I signed up for. I'll handle disappointment if it comes. Fair enough. Big up PG. The even cats. You're always here, buddy. Martinelli to Saudi for 80 million will hit like crack. Not right now. In the summer. I'm pretty sure in the summer we saw Trossard, Norgard, Jesus. Yeah. Even though Norgard's kind of growing on me. I was hating on him a little bit. This is a problem with being an Arsenal fan. You just get sentimental. Like, even I'm sentimental at times. Like, I was pretty sentimental when Kivior left. Because it was like, I loved Kivior just because he kind of, doesn't matter what the gaffer told him to do, he just did. And it just kind of warmed my heart a little bit to see someone fight for the badge a little bit. But yeah. We need to do better on selling. That's 100% correct. We sold him for 1.5 million. Zinni at least. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Yeah, that was disgusting. When I heard that fee, I was like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, outgoings in general is a disgrace. A disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, man. So what's next on the agenda, Anton? What do you have
All
next
right.
for
Well,
us?
okay. So I've broken it down. Let's discuss a little bit because I think this conversation is a very interesting one to have. And yeah, we're talking about people who can replace Marino and stuff, but I do want to talk about Mikel Marino. And the player. Obviously, we wish him a speedy recovery. We hope he's good. He's obviously had. I think he's a very polarizing player because there are a lot of. I think if you're like me, either you love him or you hate him. Like either you're really a big Mikel Marino. I heard a lot of people, talking about, I want Mikel Marino back at the striker, all this, um, people saying, oh, Mikel Marino's our best striker, all that sort of stuff. And then you see guys like me who I see him play in the
That's a little.
midfield and he can really drive me crazy at sometimes, but he's also had some really great performances in midfield. So, the impact that for me, for KU Cal of Mikel Marino gone, like, how do you feel? I think there are positives and negatives
I think
in,
the biggest. Let's get to the positives first. Not to be a Mikel hater, but I think one of the biggest positives is the fact that we're not going to be using him as a crutch. I think Havertz gets more game time, and I think Havertz as a 10. I need to see more of that, please, please. I want to see more of that. And Miguel Moreno not being here is it opens that door to kind of push Havertz in. It's kind of like Havertz not being here at the start made a window for Gyökeres to kind of just play more and more and more and more and more and rack up minutes, which is something that he needed. So yeah, that's the positive. That they give the negative is the fact that, dude, like we're looking light in that 8 position, to be honest with you. I think he was actually starting to grow on me a little bit at the 8, but then he didn't track back and conceded against United. It's like he's so polarizing because on one hand he scores the equalizer and then like 3 minutes later he's not tracking back and we concede and lose the game. Yeah. We just need a body, to be honest. I would just like him to just be there personally. But yeah, that's how I feel. It's not the most devastating loss.
Yeah, look, I think the number one thing that came to my head was the fact that, yeah, when we are chasing games in recent games, like I think about I still think about that 3-game streak. What's really funny is I feel like there are more people out there this morning who are more going crazy about Arsenal's chances than me. Maybe because I've learned some lessons. But that's because, I remember back to some of these recent games. I'm not going to let one game completely overshadow, not to put a downer on. But in all 3 of those Liverpool games, Nottingham Forest games, Manchester United games, for some reason, his emergency tactic or, knee-jerk reaction to try to change the game is, let's bring Mikel Marino on. Like, I understand it if you're doing it to kind of close out a game. But for me, this is a great opportunity for the likes of Eze and the likes of Havertz to really make an impact. I think Eze. I think you were talking about Havertz. I'm gonna talk Eze because all these times, even when he's not starting and we're chasing games, and I'm like, the first name that comes to my head that I think could change the game because of his ability and because he does things that nobody else on the team does, because he's a risk taker, is Eze. Because he can drop a shoulder, he can give you a piece of skill, he can give you a bit of pace. He's a creator. He's the only guy, actually, I'll say this. When we were crying this out at the beginning of the season, we were like, he can actually change the game on his own. He can take the game by the scruff of the neck and he can create moments by himself. And we haven't really utilized that as much. And for me, it's confusing that we go behind in a huge game that we really cannot afford to drop points in. And Marino is your solution. And the one dude who has that one ability is still being left on the bench.
Because Marino scores more clutch goals. than Eze
But
this
yeah,
season.
well,
He
first of all, I
does.
don't want to talk about
Like
that
whether
Man
you want
United
to,
one because
yeah,
that one people were begging for it to hit the watch, and
yeah.
um,
Well, a goal's a goal. I'm not going to take that away from him. And he has. Remember, we subbed him on. He scored against
yeah,
Newcastle. Like he's he's come up in some big moments. I don't think he's a guy that I want starting, but in terms of a guy that you could just bring on that just changes the game and will score, I think he's one of those ones. More than most of our players, to be honest.
yeah, then bring him on
So
late. But I
yeah,
need Eze to heat up to get the football ball to feet. He can
yeah, that's
actually
that's
drive
that's
at
that's a different
defenders, and
that's a
you know
different
what I mean.
issue though. I think Eze should be
Eze
starting.
brings more. The difference between you're saying he can come in and score clutch goals, and by the way, I do agree, and that is an important part of this conversation. We were talking about Tonali, Newcastle away. He scores a very important equalizer. The Chelsea, he scores a very important equalizer. There are a few the United game, he scores an important equalizer, but
Mm.
wasn't much for 38 seconds. But so yeah, he does have that element to him. But my issue with that is that I can bring on later on in the game in the last 10 minutes at 80th minute or something. Eze, he's a net positive for not just him but everybody. Eze opens up spaces for other guys. He drives in. He
Uh,
attracts defenders. They come at him.
he
All of a
that's what
sudden,
he's
somebody's out
capable
leaking up.
of. That's
That's what
what's
he's. But again, we're
he's
not seeing it happen
like you're
because he's
talking
not
yeah
getting
talking
that
yeah.
time.
But I don't think that's a Moreno thing though. I think that's
No,
an
but why
Arteta
are we
not playing him
avoiding
thing.
that? Why are we bringing on Moreno instead of utilizing that? Is what I'm saying.
Because Eze, look,
So you
look,
agree? You agree with the sub?
Rookie says Eze lacks the IQ Marino has, and I think he does. Eze doesn't have like. I feel like Eze needs more time, and I think he needs to start more games in order to get used to how we play. Eze, if you don't like Marino, the fact that the Marino doesn't track back, Eze is way worse. Like Eze is like sometimes he's just like floating around in there. And when you're chasing a game, like you kind of don't want a floater. You know, you kind of want energy, and he doesn't really have that. He's a very chill guy, and I think Eze needs to be starting the games. I don't think Eze is a super sub that comes in and scores goals. I think he's a guy that starts games and scores goals. I think Marino is like a super sub. I think Trossard's a super sub. Like these are the guys that kind of come in and score. Like
Yeah.
even like Madueke. Madueke isn't a super sub. He always plays better when he starts the game. You know, like Martinelli is like he's actually Martinelli could actually like he kind of does a little bit of both, but Martinelli could like score goals as a sub. So I like I don't think this Moreno thing helps Eze as much as it helps Havertz. Um, but I do think the Eze thing is a problem, and I think he should be getting more game time now. I think it's getting to the point where it's like okay, like play him because I don't think Trossard has been good enough to warrant him starting over Eze on that left hand side, in my opinion.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, okay. Rookie says, as in my opinion, when we bought him, I thought he would be a left winger, and that's where I expected to see him
Yeah,
play more. Mavericks don't work in our midfield. Efficiency is what Arteta's midfield is
yeah,
all
and also
about.
our midfield is pacey. Like you need to be running in there, man. Like you can't be standing around in our midfield. It just doesn't
The
work.
thing is
Like
what
even
people
when
don't get is
Neri,
that is
like
Eze's
even when
change
Neri
of
was running,
pace. Eze will slow down to trick you into a false sense, and then he can drop the shoulder.
yeah,
You come in, and he can hit the turbo.
yeah,
His change of pace, his change of speed. Like the reason why he's like that is because that is his game. I think that we are misinterpreting what he is able to do. That's what he does. He's able to move defenders that haven't even actually having to touch the ball. That's how good. Like you've seen like the way he moves on the ball. He can literally open up space for himself by just looking one way and looking another way. It doesn't need to change direction at all, like with his body. and that's why he slows down. It's part of his game. I still think that this is a player who, for me, is number one
I
to
think
come
he
off the
should.
bench, if not start on the
I
left, as Ruki says.
I think he should either be on the left or as a left eight.
Yeah,
Because I remember that first goal that Eucharist scores, the really fast one to Kairat. No one realized that Eze is the one that passes it to Havertz. Like Eze does a line breaking pass to Havertz, and Havertz does the through ball for Eucharist. So it
yeah.
was kind of
And by the
like
way, in the Inter
Eze
game,
took
when
the
everybody was
risk.
saying that,
Yeah,
when everyone was
yeah,
saying that Eze had a bad game, what I saw was that he literally set the tone, and he set up that opening goal, the opening Inter goal, the Jesus one, by putting a line breaking pass through that, which basically ends up, in that Jesus goal. So like, yeah, he wasn't the assister in that game, in that thing, but he sets the tone, he gets things started, he takes risks. So like,
yeah. I think Rookie says, yeah, exactly. Calvinary is a pure Arteta midfielder and not a fully boomed. Okay, this is what's the scariest thing about Waneri, right? I think Waneri can actually do the Odegaard thing and drop a little bit deeper and help it build up, but he's also a risk taker. So he's like Eze with Odegaard's like engine, not like, maybe not 100% because Odegaard has like one of the best engines in the team, but like he's like Eze, but you take Odegaard's work rate, just drop that a little bit, but it's able to dictate a little bit of the play without dropping as deep. I think Waneri, like when this guy, like I'm sorry, like if Arteta is here when he gets to his prime, he's going to be unstoppable because he's intelligent enough to literally do everything Arteta wants. Actually,
yeah. All right. Well,
guys, please remember to like and subscribe as
we
you
do
have
a few
support the
other ones
channel
though.
as well.
Luke was saying he was playing through the lines nicely. I think he's talking about Eze.
Yep.
Enrique goes, Anton, I really believe MLS in the midfield will be far better than Eze.
On that left,
I mean, look, I'm not gonna
because like MLS is also very good at like the line breaking passes. He's very good at build up as well, and he has an engine. He's not like super fast, but he has the engine that Arteta likes. So I think MLS is going to play. To be honest with you, the only reason MLS is getting that much game time at left back is because he's good enough to play at left back. But I think his future is in the midfield.
Yeah, look, to be honest, for me, I haven't seen enough of MLS in midfield to actually say that. Rookie, if you say that, I'll take your word for it. I haven't actually seen enough of a proper sample size. Like when I say that, I don't mean, oh hey, he played outside the midfield in the Carabao Cup or in the. I'm talking about in the Premier League where we're playing against the low blocks. We have to pick the lock. People will realize, like, the way I look at it, and maybe I'm spoiled, is I've got the best number 8 for me in world football starting for Arsenal right now. And so there's that Declan Rice level of excellence that I'm looking for, unfortunately.
That's insane. We're just talking about like future and cover. We're not talking about like starting over Declan Rice.
I think Rice is,
and also like we judge Waneri, but it's not like Waneri was like starting in Premier League games and doing like anything insane. But we're judging him based on a lot of his, Carabao Cup appearances.
I just know Eze is a player who's taken his club to win a trophy all on his lonesome, and like I feel like we've redefined again another one of these players who we've redefined kind of what he is now that he's at Arsenal and
well, the thing is, he's playing. You can't just plug and play Eze because he didn't go up against as many low blocks before. He didn't. He has to adjust himself.
Anyway, moving on.
It's the same thing with actually a good example of this is like Semenyo at Manchester City right now. Like Semenyo's like
I've
scoring
had this
goals.
Conversation with Ram, Luke. I've had this conversation on the football terrace. It's an argument with him.
Henderson's better than Rice. Ram is like Ram is a nutcase
at his peak. They were saying Henderson at his peak.
What the fuck is that?
I still don't see that. You guys just. I'm not even. You know what?
We don't need to talk about that.
Man. But yeah, obviously Luke agrees with us because he's laughing at it. But yeah,
it's like not even no one was ever talking about Henderson like that. No one.
Yeah.
It's like if we win a trophy, Declan Rice, like if we win the league, Declan Rice is probably like he'd be the best player on the team this season. I'd put him above Gabriel just because of availability, but he would be the best player on a title winning team. That's never Henderson.
Declan Rice at the moment, there's an argument that he's the best player in the world. Everybody always goes with forwards, right? But in terms of always being in every game, basically the best player on the pitch, he's definitely in the argument. And we've played against Real Madrid and PSG in certain games, and he's been the best player on the pitch. He's one of the best in the world right now. So
yeah,
I don't think we were ever
Henderson.
talking
Henderson
about
was
Jordan
never.
Henderson.
Henderson is just not part of these conversations. It's just not. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting that. Liverpool fans, you guys could hold that.
We do have so many different topics to talk about, and let's begin with Man City, and we and I do want to start with, as long as I don't have any ads. All right, so I think a lot of people have seen this if you were watched Terry last night, but I just kind of wanted to. I thought his opening monologue stirred a little bit of talking points for me in regards to Man City, which is the topic, because that obviously is the results. And I want to discuss kind of this Man City Tottenham game a little bit, because we've discussed ours, because it's key. It's a huge result in the context of our season, when we all thought that maybe we were showing ourselves that we didn't have what it took to get it over the line, that we were starting to bottle it, that we had given them life. And this is what Terry had to say, having watched Man City. And he echoes a lot of, and I'm going to go full screen. He echoes a lot of kind of the stuff that I've been saying recently now, but he's now saying it in reaction to this game. This is what he said earlier. I'm going to only play the first couple minutes of this, but
City can't win the league. You can take that to the bank. No nonsense, no banter, no hyperbole. City cannot win the league defending how they do. This, for me, is as close to a cast iron fact as you can get. They can't. It is an impossibility for Manchester City to win the league defending the way they do. In the first half, Tottenham Hotspur, by the way, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the hype button for us as well. Please get that done. It's really important to the channel.
Terry picking up himself. No, but he gets up to the main point. But Terry obviously doing the sub thing.
In the first half, Spurs were very, very poor. But there was maybe, and I'm going to be conservative, and I'm going to be reserved with this number, and say 6 times that with 1 or 2 passes, Spurs were in behind that Man City midfield. And I spoke about this on a number of my podcasts last week, that although Arsenal fans were worried and panicked because they went 3 games without a win, United beat them at home, my view was very simple. There is 2 horses in this race. But until I see Man City have the capability of playing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 90-minute games without consistently being easy to break down, 1 pass through the midfield and they're opened up. Until I see that,
is all it takes.
I don't believe they're winning it. I can't believe they're winning it. Even in those games where Arsenal didn't win in 3, Liverpool caused them no problems. Forest caused them no problems. Man United did, to be fair. We were very, very good. But 2 out of those 3 games, they weren't in any danger of losing, really, barring a spectacular effort. Where with City, they're 2-0 up, and you can see the vulnerability. And this is why, listen, I'm a Man United fan, and every true Man United fan in this 2-horse race is picking Arsenal to win it. We'd never want our second biggest rival, and a man with Pep's legacy to keep winning more trophies. No true Man United fan does. I'll keep saying that. But from my point of view, this is why I keep imploring Arsenal fans to stop losing your mind when you have a setback, because you've also got to look at your opponent and what they are capable of. And right now, this City team's defending is nowhere near the standard to be able to win a league title. The only reason, again today, it wasn't 3-2 or 4-2 to Spurs was because of Gigi Donnarumma. Donnarumma is the only reason they are still in touching distance of the title. He's the only reason. He's the only reason it wasn't a 4 or 5-0 spanking by Man United. That's it. Wolves last week. Go back and watch how many chances Wolverhampton Wanderers had against Man City. In fact, XG-wise, they had more than Tottenham today. If we're going to go about it in an XG perspective. Every single team, chance after chance after chance after chance. And Gahey's come in and it hasn't changed. And I said the other, and you never know how it's going to look until the player's in. But it didn't feel like a centre-back issue. It felt like a structural issue with the way they play. And that's why, for me, I'll say it and I'll say it again, this Man City team cannot win the league, not when you defend like that. Now, you can challenge me, you can say I'm wrong, you can do whatever you want, but you've got to come to me with a rationale. City, you've got world-class players. Cherky today I thought was great.
Right.
100%.
Right. Question. On what Terry had said, is this an overreaction or do you agree with what Terry has said? Because he's said a lot of things here. He said a lot of things. What would you say? City, if they defend the way they do, it is impossible for them to win the league. Overreaction
Well, yes.
or not overreaction?
Well, yeah. If they continue to play the way they do, they would, because it's also the fact that because of the way they defend, City has the scare factor is gone. So, like, because teams I remember watching City back in the day, and teams would literally just roll over and die. Like, we saw that over and over and over again, and that isn't happening anymore because everyone believes that you have a chance. Everyone believes that if you try hard, this City team will open up, and they always do. So, like, and because of that, now teams are more likely to attack. So even if they do get better defense, teams are just more likely to attack them. And because the defense is not getting better, they're probably just going to concede more. They're just going to keep conceding. Doesn't really matter how much they score. And also, they're just not creating that many chances for Haaland, to be honest with you. I think they've kind of just changed their philosophy. They don't have as many creators on the pitch. They just don't.
Yeah.
Like, they got Semenyo and those guys, and they're goal scorers, but they're not creators.
Yeah.
It's not really a structural problem. It's a team without dual dominance in general. And Pep's insistent on playing through the middle. It only leads to turnovers. Well, yeah, and also the suicidal high line that they have. And to be honest, I think it is a little bit of a structure problem because they basically leave like Rodri alone in the midfield by himself, and he doesn't have the legs anymore. He's not 100%. Like, the thing about Rodri is that people don't realize, like, Rodri was like, take Zubimendi, you make him bigger, stronger, faster. That was Rodri, and that's why he would literally just stand in the midfield and just do whatever he wanted. But he's like, after an ACL, like, you don't come back like that. So, yeah, I think it is a little bit of a structural problem as well.
But
which is why, like, when
overall though, do you think that what Terry said is an overreaction to what you said?
No, I don't think it's an overreaction. Like, and Terry's very smart. He's very smart with the way he said. He said it's impossible if they continue to defend the way they do. There's a caveat. So, in other words, if Manchester City change the way to defend, it's not impossible. So he literally said Manchester City aren't going to win if they're shit.
All right.
Which everyone knows that.
Well, let's move on to the next clip.
It's the wording. It's like,
let's move
there's
on to
always
the next
an
clip here as part of our overreaction. This was Rory, and I think this is going to maybe give you a different reaction out of Cal.
Today is the day. Today is that fateful day that we have been dreading. We were praying that it wouldn't actually happen, but today it actually has happened. Today is the day that Arsenal won the league. Every single season is defined by a particular moment, a particular weekend, a particular passage of play. Every single title-winning season is remembered by a particular thing, an eternal moment that will forever be synonymous with that season. And today, we witnessed this season's version of that. Arsenal's most important moment this season happened today. In fact, you could almost argue that Arsenal's most important moment for over 2 decades happened today. That scorpion kick, an incredible goal. The Puskas Award this season, the best goal that I have seen. I thought Dorgu's goal last week was good. I thought Harry Wilson's goal a couple of weeks ago was good. But the scorpion
Rory's
kick today,
box
scored by
office.
Dom Solanke, is in some definition the most important goal scored for Arsenal for 2 decades. And it was a thing of beauty. Arsenal didn't play today, but it's a day that should long be remembered in their history. It's the day that they won the Premier League title. Arsenal have all
It's like I like Rory just because of how he's not a fence sitter. He will just punch. And he got a lot of shit for saying Haaland's not gonna bang and stuff like that. But I respect a guy who's willing to kind of put his neck on the line and like say things, and just mean it. And dude,
Is it a
like,
reaction?
yes, it's a little bit of an
Was
overreaction.
today the
I
day
would
that
say
we won the league?
for example, if we win next week and Manchester City lose to Liverpool, I think that you can take that reaction and put it there. Because let's say we go 9 points ahead, it's like, come on.
By the way, one thing I get what Rory's doing. I think that it's very clever to pick a Tottenham Hotspur goal as the moment that Arsenal, like the defining moment we're going to remember forever, has nothing to do with Arsenal playing. We haven't scored or impacted it whatsoever. No, I'm not going to remember this in years to come when I think about this season. I'm going to remember some of our own performance, hopefully some stuff that has yet to occur in this season.
Yeah.
I myself
yeah.
say that's an overreaction. I myself have already said that I need 3 points against Sunderland to go 9 clear and see what happens at Anfield. Because for me,
There's no way.
CD saying we're in this or we're not. And if Liverpool come and take their soul, that's it. Then I will next
To be
week
honest,
come on and say,
what's
hey,
the
this is
funniest
done.
thing about next week performance for against Liverpool is if Man City are probably just going to lose the game, and then they're just out of the title race. They'd be closer to fighting for top 4 than fighting for the title. If they win, Liverpool would be so mudded. It's like it'll almost be worth it. So either way, I win. If it's a draw, I win. If it's a win, I win. If it's a lose, I win. This is what happens when rivals play each other. I just love it. But I cannot foresee. I said the same thing against Forest, right? I said I couldn't see us not winning that game, and we drew the game. But Manchester City going to Anfield and winning, that would be the single greatest win of their season. Like, they haven't done anything like that all season. That would be their greatest win this season if they go to Anfield and win. So, do I think this version of Manchester City is going to turn it around and have the best performance of their entire season at Anfield away? Don't think so. Don't think that's happening. I think, do I think Arsenal could play Sunderland at home, who has like one of the worst away records in the league, and get a win if they, actually try? Yeah, I do.
I will say this. This is what I'll say. I'd say what Rory is doing, I would label an overreaction. But he's a clever man. By the way, as a content creator, he is
fair enough, Ricky.
Example for us in terms of the way he's able to present and bring you excitement and be polarizing in the way he speaks. Every word is got a purpose. But I am not gonna say because I can't do it now. Just after having done last week's show, say that it's done, but there's no chance that City are gonna win, right? I don't want to have to apologize a second time to football, but I'm quietly more and more confident this week. This was a really good weekend for us.
Yeah, it was. It
In
was.
terms
It
of
did.
where we were at,
Yeah.
to realizing, you know what, we've like this is turn it on the other side because we were obviously as Arsenal fans we're going to criticize our club first, but from the other point of view, right? For us to have gone 3 games without victory, and at the other side of it now they're still 6 points behind.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking capitalize either.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, right? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we are 3 subscribers away from getting to 100. 3. It'd be really cool if we got that live on stream. So guys, please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content.
Yeah. And by the way, again, back to business before we continue, like, you know, as you can see, you know, the new setup in this show today. This is the new format of Fire Them Cans. We've got a bunch of new shows. You've already seen our 2 episodes of the Arsenal Alliance, how we've got all that set up. We're looking to have a multi-fan platform over on the horizon as well. So much stuff to do. We got a watch along coming on Tuesday night for the Chelsea game, the second one. I want to see more of you guys in here for that as well, because you know that could be a special night. If if we book our ticket to Wembley, or it'll be a I know, no, I'm not going to say it. Not going to put that into the universe.
Wait, but, what we mean the Chelsea game?
Yeah.
Dude, come on, dude. You have so much chest for so many things. You don't have chest for being like a goal up.
You know what? My cup competition chest is not the same with, again, it's all calculated. It's all like me seeing whatever. With cups, it's like what, like for instance, Chelsea score early on, we're back level on aggregate. You know what I mean? Like with cups, I feel different. With league, it's because I feel like all the stuff that we were saying already on this podcast, I've just been feeling it way before everybody else, which is like, I just don't even think that we need to be even at our best to win this league. I think that we put in a lot of effort. We've got the best, depth, although, I think, Marino being gone, it does kind of affect that a little bit, but we'll cope. And the league.
By the way,
different.
You saw West Ham score 2 early goals against Chelsea at the Bridge. They had to mount like a monumentous comeback. That's the team you're worried about?
Yeah, but they're not going to defend against us the way they defended against West Ham at home.
Well, if they don't defend, they're going to lose. So
the thing is that
they're going to have to play out.
We can discuss this, but Chelsea are going to have to come at us because they are behind
and
then
they're going to lose.
If they sit back in low blocks, they're out.
Yeah.
Right? So it could be a 0-0 draw. We have a Liverpool game. We have a Forest game. We still go through.
If they sit back, they lose. They're going to come at us with everything, and then we're going to play them like we play all the other teams in the Champions League that play us like that. They're going to lose as well. They're going to lose.
Yeah. I love it. All right. So let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. Actually, it's so funny. We talked about Marino.
Yeah,
we talked about
100%. This is what I want, Ricky.
We talked about transfers, and we've talked about we're going to talk about the Chelsea game. I guess we are kind of onto that. So we've actually, 1 hour into the show, we've covered a lot of the bases that
we didn't go to the Chelsea game in depth. You're trying to avoid that topic.
Let's talk about the Chelsea game in depth then.
Rookie says, and this is why the moment we beat Chelsea, as far as City doesn't bottle it to Newcastle, they are dead on arrival at Wembley. That's what I'm saying, Rookie. That's what I'm saying. Like we are going to absolutely obliterate Manchester City.
Do you think it's?
I'm sorry.
It was so
like
funny,
literally like Thanos snapped.
Yeah, I love this. This is one of my favorite songs. That
we're famous Arsenal,
and we're going to Wembley. That one's coming on Tuesday, my friend. Hopefully, I mean, according to Cal, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. See, back onto that league topic, right? I think that is the difference between Arsenal and City. Terry
What?
said it. Even in the games that we struggled in, the Liverpool game and the Forest game, we still were in control. We're in control. We're in
I mean,
control basically
we lost to
every
Manchester
game.
United with more XG. I know I'm not the biggest XG guy, but like Manchester City got like obliterated by Manchester United.
Oh, by the way, Mama Flossie in the chat.
Oh,
And you
big
see, by
up
the
to
way,
Mama
guys,
Flossie.
let's see Mama Flossie's profile pic. Hey,
Tonali.
Flossie, if your boy Tonali ends up at an Arsenal by the end of the day, are you gonna come join us?
Yeah. That'd be something, eh? That'd be something.
You know what? Yeah, it is picking up. There are a lot of people talk. The thing is that
Yeah,
people
like
are.
I would say we said this before, Mama. You weren't here, but I literally said if Newcastle has any ambition at all as a football club, you will not sell Tonali under any circumstances because you're still in the Champions League.
What would we have
You're
to
still in the
pay
Carabao
for
Cup.
him? What would we
You're,
like?
you're
That's the other
still
thing, though. Like,
yeah.
we've only talked about
Yeah.
what would we have to pay for him? Are we getting him on loan? Like, you get me? Like, I still haven't really kind of thought about the
Yeah.
ramifications. I was just talking about the signings that we can't really make because
Yeah.
we just made 8 big ones. We can't not splashing 100 plus on a player.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the money, bloody spend it. That's if money wasn't an option. Yeah, we are always in control. The whole reason why we play the way we play, 100%. And to be honest with you, against Leeds, we actually gave up a little bit of that control to attack. I don't know if you realized this, but like during the game, we were literally launching the ball forward way more. Like we're just willing to just play the long balls. I'm not like take the ball down and then pass it between our defenders. So yeah. Mama says he signed a new contract last week. Oop, didn't know that.
For legit? Wait, was that officially announced? Because maybe it was one of those things that's been announced through the papers, like Fabrizio announced Saka's one, or
75 million pounds for Tonali, I think is probably fair. That's the thing.
I reckon Arsenal could do that tonight.
But it would take 100 to get him tonight. It would take 75 in the summer. It would take 100 to get him tonight. We're so direct against Leeds. Yeah. And I think that it works. And I think it's almost like in order to be in control, you have to give up control. It's like, I don't know. It's like it's kind of like the way it is. It's like
a new breaking news.
You don't sound enthusiastic.
No, wait, listen to this. This is from Dean James or Ed Aarons said this. Arsenal are targeting Lille midfielder Ayu Buadi. Any deal is likely to cost over 40 million pounds.
So we're actually targeting Buadi.
So that for me,
that is way more realistic.
Who said that? Feels like a more realistic.
Who said this?
I'm going to look at the link, but it came from Dean James, who is, I think, generally
he's pretty reliable.
An aggregator. He's generally an aggregator. He's not. But from Ed Aarons, who's from the Guardian. Yeah.
I think that's realistic. I'd be very happy with that. I'd be very, very happy with that, actually. Because he's a target that we will link to anyway.
That for me feels more realistic.
Yeah, I would love us to get him because I think to be honest, I think it just fast tracks what we're going to do in the summer anyway. Get him integrated into the team. Even if he doesn't play much, be a part of the team. He's going to be a part of a winning team. He's going to know what it's like. And then we could roll into next season with him. Budadi is a monster, but at the moment he's playing injured for Lille. Don't know why exactly.
Oh, he's playing injured, so we're gonna get a play. This is very Arsenal.
To be honest with you, even if he's gone for like a couple of weeks, Moreno's out for the entire season. Right. Like even if he has to eat, he was probably going to eat bench for weeks anyway. So
maybe it's what he needs. So
yeah. Like so if we get him,
he's playing injured.
that'd be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on that one. It's good to see some links about names. It's
Yeah.
not Tonali, because the
Yeah,
longer we
Tonali's not
go
happening,
in,
people.
the longer we go to the day and it's just Tonali, I'm just gonna be like, no, we're not fucking signing anybody.
Yeah, it's not Tonali, people.
Like,
I feel like Ben Jacobs was kind of like clued in by the club. I think the club told him to squash the links. To be
yeah,
honest with you.
again, yeah.
That's why he was so firm with his response.
Yeah, apparently
which
he's
is fair
on-
enough.
He's been on Terry's show as well on
Yep.
as they went live, and he said it to Terry on the football terrace while we were
Yeah.
talking. So
Yep. And also,
Yeah,
guys,
but
please
Budari
remember
is
to
one
vote
to
in the
look up.
polls as well. Like we love to
yeah,
see
so the poll
responses.
today was, are Man City a title winning level
yeah.
side? We
Don't
are
say
at the
don't
10
say
votes.
don't tell him the ratio just yet.
All right, fine.
You
but we're
got to
at 10
vote to
votes
see the
right
ratio.
now.
Yeah,
But,
if we could get to 15 votes at least by the end of the stream, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So, let's get back to Chelsea game. Oh, this is the type of night, because it's transfer deadline day, where random things could pop up during the stream.
That's
and
fun
can
though.
throw
It
us
doesn't
off.
have to be
It is fun. It doesn't have to be so structured. This is
yeah.
the overreaction. Let's just talk about Chelsea though for a little bit, so we can kind of get all of our
Yeah.
bases
Okay,
covered.
this is my analysis. Their shit, we're gonna destroy them, and see you at Wembley.
I
Are you
hope
happy?
nobody clips you up. No, are we switching? Are we switching positions? Maybe I should.
Caicedo red card.
No, now this is what we're doing. This is Anton, and now I'm Cal.
Caicedo red card.
Don't tempt football like that, okay? Respect football. Chelsea could easily win, okay? They are very more than capable of winning tomorrow.
Nah, they're not winning. It's not tomorrow. It's the day after. They're not winning.
We're
Like Caicedo red card. Sancho being a dumbass. Sanchez being a dumbass.
Sancho plays for Aston Villa.
Yeah, Sanchez. I meant Sanchez. Sanchez being a dumbass. Eucharist brace. It's all, Kai.
Yeah,
Kai as well.
Said,
Kai
Chelsea
loves
have
scoring
actually
against Chelsea.
Been doing comebacks back to back,
Yeah.
Good
for them.
What I'm actually interested in saying, I'll switch back.
If they go down 2 and then they score 2, that's great, because we still
look. I think we score first in this game. It's curtains. Like the scenario we want to avoid is them scoring first and early, because that would change the dynamic of the game completely.
Yeah.
So it is a must, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to come at us, even though they're the away team. So we need to be ready for Chelsea to come out with a press. We know that they can do it, because they did it in the first half at Stamford Bridge when we played them in the league. So they're going to come out, they're going to try to press us, and they're going to try to get on the front foot. They're going to get the ball early. But what that is going to do, if we can, I think if they have the right personnel, we can hit them on the break. And then all of a sudden, before we know it, it's 1-0 Arsenal. Like
Nate. We all know Cole Palmer is going to get like a sickness before the game and not play.
Do you know why I feel a little bit more hesitant about this one than before? It's that Man United game. It's because we've now lost a game at the Emirates.
Well, to be honest with you, if Arteta is not a liar, he said that we're gonna play with more passion and play with more freedom. And if we play with more freedom like we have, what happened? We're gonna score more goals. And if we score more goals, they're not gonna be able to, like, if we score 2 goals and concede. If we score 3 goals and concede 2, we win. If we even if we concede, if we just continue to play this attacking football, because we're already a goal up, we're just gonna win. Like,
by the way, it's very interesting, because I was thinking about the lineups, right? That we're getting an update on Madueke on Marino. I had no idea had picked up an injury before we heard about Saka, who we also know, was pulled out early before the Leeds game.
I reckon Saka's out for a month.
Don't do this to me, Callie.
They're trying to hide it. They always do that.
I reckon Saka plays against Sunderland.
I don't think he's fit, dude.
We'll see. We'll see. Because we haven't heard any updates or anything. It's just
Yeah,
been
which is why,
silent.
that's just why. Like, if there was a good
What was
update, we
Arteta's
would.
reaction to the sack? What did he say in the press conference? I didn't really,
I
because I
don't
had
know.
streamed like
Can't be
4 streams
trusted.
in a row that night, so I didn't really watch
At the
all
Emirates,
the
they
briefing.
definitely not winning. They might get a draw. I think we concede a long shot as usual. Yeah, a Caicedo long shot, and
No, I gotta put this jump in this quickly with Nate. A month, then we need Ethan back. Look, Nate,
nah, I don't think so.
we're not bringing Ethan back. I mean, at least not for this season. Like, by the way,
Oh, Nate, this is cute. You still believe this guy when he speaks about injuries?
I believe this
Calafiori,
guy.
Calafiori was like literally
Hey,
was
this week
supposed
he said that
every
we're gonna
week,
You just
for
quoted
like
him.
a month.
Oh, he said we're going to come out and play attacking football and play with passion. You believe him about that? But you
That's
don't
about the
believe him
football,
Saka?
not the injuries, not the injuries. Let's be honest here, Anton. He chat shit about injuries. He literally said Calafiori's almost like is close for like 6 weeks.
Well, who's the
Like,
one that was? It was Saliba, that one that drove me nuts about that with that one, because we
Saliba was like gone
gone
for like a month, and he kept saying, "Oh, it's only a niggle. He'll be back soon." So like it's the same shit. He's gone, bruv. Like he's not coming back. He's coming back, but it's just not going to be against Sunderland.
Look,
They really did us dirty. Whisper
Ethan
speak
was.
nothings
Here's
into
the thing, though.
Arteta and then leave.
Ethan was
Yeah.
here. Ethan was not
100%.
playing. He just wasn't. Even now with Marino out, Ethan would still not play. By the way, not even the same position. He still wouldn't play. The Saka one, I do see the Saka thing. You saw that he tried Martinelli on that wing. He also can play, Jesus on the wings if need be. You got Trossard, you got Eze. Matters is playing well, and again, that's where I kind of was trying to get into in terms of what type of team he would play against Chelsea. But I love the idea of Madueke having a chance to end their Carabao Cup campaign.
Rookie says that, and he's right. And Madueke fits into this. He said the dual capacity is quite high. I want the team to turn into a technical game. Yeah, because they have a bunch of thugs in the team, like freaking Caicedo, who's gonna like try to barge into players. Yeah, I think we need to turn into a
Cucurella plays
technical
that
game.
advanced and he's in that position against Arsenal.
Dude, Cucurella is
we're-
like. Oh yeah, wait. Cucurella kind of like locked down Madueke last time. I think he knows his
but
moves.
Madueke is coming off the bench in a little bit of a.
Saka would rinse Cucurella, but I'm not sure if Madueke will.
Sver Nipan has never turned to Man City from his loan spell for Middlesbrough.
Imagine turning on Arsenal for that plastic club.
They're really desperate now. They brought Nipan back from his loan.
Yeah, like what is Nipan supposed to do? Lose the ball in midfield? The Zubi really did us dirty. Yeah, I already said this one. Ethan played this weekend, by the way. Yeah, he's getting game time.
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's the point, right? He will play every game for them.
And Rookie says Marseille play a 3-4-2-1. Now Ethan played as the right 10. It's what he needs. They will injure Nani. They tried to do it last time. Both Ryan Williams are out. Yeah, Cucurella is a piece of shit. I hope he gets a red card.
All right. The lineup. What lineup would you go for this weekend, Cal?
I'd go with a pretty strong
weekend
lineup.
On whatever on Tuesday.
Wednesday for us. Wednesday morning for us. I would go to a pretty strong lineup. I would go because of are they going to play Garnacho? To be honest, their left wing is probably barbecue chicken. So I would actually would I put Timber on the right? I would go Nkapie on the left. I would go Gabriel Saliba. I would put Ben White on the right. I would actually drop Timber because I want attacking football. I would go.
Yeah, I think Ben White starts for me.
Zubamendi. I'd actually go. We want to beat the press, so I go Zubamendi, Rice, Havertz. I wouldn't put Eze as a 10.
Oh, there you go. Rookie's got his.
And then I would go Eze on the left, Gyökeres up top, and Madueke on the right.
All right, so rookie's gone White, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Norgard, Rice, Havertz, and Gyökeres. I'm trying to think of my one. I would go. Yeah, I think White right back is non-negotiable for me now. I mean, Timber was
I mean, it's
really good the
negotiable.
other day
It's not
against Leeds. No, but the
non-negotiable.
thing is that for me, it's hard because obviously we this game I can understand important it is to get this one done and get us into the final, right? Like I'm not going to overlook it, but we also have a potential kill shot coming up on Saturday against Sunderland at home, right? So we want to make sure that we are ready and prepared, not super fucking tired for that. You know what I mean?
Timber kind of got a little bit rinsed a couple of times against Esteval on that left.
Yeah.
He's playing out of position.
Yeah. I would
Don't
go.
want to
I
see
would
that
go
again. To be
White.
honest.
I do like the idea of Calafiori and then having starting both Saliba and Gabriel for this. Then I would.
Yeah.
It almost sounds freaking crazy. I'm not starting Norgard, but I'm also not going full 10, like full 2 10s. I actually reckon he's just gonna go Zubi and Rice again. Honestly,
Zubi and Rice to beat the press because they're gonna try and press us.
yeah.
And then Havertz as well. Because Havertz's distribution to Gyökeres is probably what we need on the
So
counter attack.
Odegaard's even dropped for this one too.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. You kidding?
I actually thought that Odegaard when he came on against Leeds was pretty good.
Dude, Havertz loves playing against Chelsea. He
Yeah,
loves it. Dude,
And
that was the best.
Madueke-
Havertz is my favorite Havertz performance is against Chelsea. It was the 5-0.
All right, this is what I'm
You wa-
going. Havertz in the 10.
Yeah.
Eze Madueke on the wings, or Martinelli and Madueke. I love actually no. I'm going with Gabby Martinelli because I know that the space will be open.
Yeah.
Having Martinelli and Madueke as a pairing going the other way would destroy them.
Yeah,
in
they might.
terms of-
That might be a good one as well, actually.
Yeah. And then
I'm not mad at that.
Gyökeres, but if it's Jesus, I think. I mean, Jesus, scored on the weekend as well. I'm not going to be. It's just we somehow got to rotate the team a little bit, like
Timber's really
Like,
good on his
I'm-
right
I'm-
hand side, but we saw him against Esteval the last game. It wasn't.
like
It wasn't
for,
the
like for,
greatest.
like for me. This is I'm going to be honest, right? If we can get this thing done with early on in the game, and we can make some subs.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Chelsea love
No,
a comeback.
because Sunderland is coming up on Saturday, and if we
Dude,
fucking
why are
don't
you
do
stressing
that-
about Sunderland?
Because oh my god, I wish I'm going to move us back to our usual spots again.
Dude,
Did you not see against Nottingham Forest? Did you not see what happened against Liverpool?
this is
When we
Sunderland
went
has.
Man United, we had the chance. No, when we had the chance, we know we have a chance to fucking put the knife in the dagger.
Dude, I'm not worried.
Are
about
we
Sunderland.
gonna not do it again?
I'm not worried about Sunderland.
What are you gonna say? On Saturday
Xhaka
if we
is
don't beat
injured.
Sunderland?
You know Xhaka's injured, right? You know Xhaka's gone. Have you seen what they look like without Xhaka?
We'll see them
And
tonight.
they also, I think they have,
they play tomorrow tonight, right?
and they also
as well.
have literally one of the worst. When I tell you the worst, if not the worst away form in the league. Like, dude, I don't know why you're stressing about this. Plus, we play on Wednesday. We have 4 days rest.
This is why I'm stressing about it. Because I have seen us fail to put the night to really kill Man City off for good too many times for us to not do it this
Dude,
time.
we need to getting to this final is extremely important.
Yeah, and we will.
Okay,
You said
play a
we
strong
will.
team and play a strong team against Sunderland. It'll be fine. We need a strong team. Second leg of a semi is no time for
I mean, I
rotation.
basically
Yeah, I
just
agree.
named our best 11 bar without Timber and Saka.
Yeah.
Like,
But Odegaard does play well against Chelsea, by the way. Cal, that 5-0. Who gave Havertz his goals? Yeah, but that Odegaard is Odegaard's kind of like
Odegaard was pretty good against Chelsea in the first leg as well.
yeah. Odegaard's kind of like I don't know what
Maybe
Odegaard I'm getting.
Odegaard with Havertz up front.
No, we want Gyökeres playing. Who opened up the goal against Chelsea?
No. Oh, look, to be honest,
Dude, you
all right,
you
we're
of
switching
all
now.
people,
We are now switching again because you're the one who's like, I'm saying, hey, let's start habits of a young.
you
And I'm
you
like,
you like I can't believe you
because he
said
can't.
that.
Because I want him starting in the Prem.
He's going to start. He's a machine.
I will not have not prioritized in the Prem. I will not have it. Saying overlooking
Dude, look at,
Sunderland and saying,
Oi,
oh,
ladies
hey,
and
you know.
gentlemen, Anton is losing his nerve.
I
He's
want to
losing
fucking.
his nerve.
I want to get up. I want to do this after the on. I want to be on the terrace on Saturday. This is a preview, and being like, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. The Premier League is done. City are dead. Arsenal are winning the league. We're just counting down 13 more weeks, and then I will be in London for the parade. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I want that.
Dude,
I
you're
do
gonna-
not. I will not sacrifice that moment at all.
But we're gonna. You're not gonna have to. We're gonna win the next 2 games, buddy. Don't worry about it. Xhaka is injured. Why do I have so much more chest than you? Xhaka is injured, by the way. Yep, that's what they're saying, Rookie. I hope so. Califury should be fit enough. So Califury looked kind of. He looked kind of funny. He was making a lot of bad mistakes against Kairat. So I think he needs more time. And I don't think, as much as confident as I am, Chelsea aren't mugs, and they have enough creativity to put defenders into difficult situations. And I would rather not to give away just a stupid penalty. You know, they play Burnley. I'll be watching that. Sunderland.
Yeah, tonight.
For what?
Monday Night Football. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh,
But people don't get that reference. That's Americans on Monday Night Football.
we will play a strong team, but not our best. I agree with that. To be honest, I don't even know what our best team looks like. I'll probably see Mascara against Sunderland, maybe. I get Anton point. He wants to kill City hopes, especially with them going to Anfield. To be honest, they're gonna get like a draw or lose in Anfield. To be honest with you, like it's just gonna happen. I hate Nkapia at left back. He's so average. He hasn't been.
Rookie.
To be honest with you, Nkapia hasn't really panned out, but it's still his first season.
We're doing the same thing we're doing with Gyökeres. When we
But
do
I
this.
just said it's
No,
still his
I'm
first
not
season.
talking about you. I'm talking about Rookie. But big ups to Rookie, by the way.
He's
I
so
agree with
average.
most things you say, bro. By the way, Rookie.
Yeah.
I'm just in this
Rookie
scenario.
has
I've
ball
been,
knowledge. Maybe he's onto
he
something,
does.
Anton.
Mate,
Maybe
if
he's
Rookie
onto
is-
something.
I'm switching us back. If Rookie is telling me Hincapié is not good at left back, that's the thing. Maybe a little bit of me is like, damn it.
Ball
if Rookie
knowledge is
isn't
kind of
good.
elite. It's gonna be kind of. It's looking kind of dark for you, Anton.
Love my brother.
Uh,
Ellie, if you are in the chat, I want to hear your opinion on what me and Cal just said because I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say.
Anton's losing his nerve.
Ellie, what do you think if Arsenal go up early against Chelsea? To
The game's done.
Make the subs, so therefore that we are ready to kill off Sunderland, kill off Man City on the weekend by beating Sunderland.
No.
Go 9 points up and be like, hey, let's see what you got to do at Anfield. Because for me, that's the wraps.
Nah, they love a comeback. They're gonna get some rah-rah speech and start pressing and stuff, and then we're gonna sit back and then concede. Now we need to be on the front foot for that entire game. Because we like they have enough quality to put us under pressure, so we can't relax.
Ostavuki's talking about what he's seeing right now in an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah,
Uki, I'm interested to say that because I've seen him in a Leverkusen shirt. I imagine that you would have too, given that your ball knowledge, how good he is, right? You would remember what he looked like at a Bayer Leverkusen shirt because for me, he looked way better than average. He looked elite playing that position in Bayer Leverkusen. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we are at 98 subscribers. 98, 2 more, and we're at 100. 2 more people.
yeah. We got all of Lumen's taken away that we got them back. So
Yeah.
Um,
And also remember to like the video as well, people.
yeah, absolutely. I'm still Fervgar. Here's my brother. Here we go. Here's his answer. Firstly, it's not over if we beat Sunderland and they lose to Liverpool. Let's not be in a rush to celebrate and call it early. Okay.
I mean, 9 points, Clay, is kind of disgusting. 9 points, Clay, with 13 games to go is kind of disgusting. Because, by the way, I don't think we lose at the Etihad.
Here we go.
I've seen him in a Leverkusen
Both
shirt,
of my
but he
requested
showed
comments are not
uncertain
coming
ball
back to
qualities
back.
he did at Leverkusen. He did at Leverkusen, he had Arsenal.
There are some games. The Aston Villa game for me was very Bayer Leverkusen from Hincapié in this season. Like the home game. Yeah.
There was a time I was actually messaging Anton during the game, and I was like, dude, this Hincapié ain't it, bro. He's not attacking because he kept passing back. And the minute I send the message, he like crosses the ball for a goal. It's hilarious. It was like anti-judge.
Yeah.
99 subscribers, people.
We're at
One
99.
more.
Oh, wow,
One
guys.
more
We're not, you know
guy.
what? Now, Cal, we're
And we
doing
get
this.
to
We're putting,
big 100.
I'm going to say this right now. We are not ending this stream tonight without 100 subs. So somebody, unless you want to watch us talk for 5 hours, is going to give us our 100 sub.
We'll get it. Come on, people. 99 subscribers. Come on.
Wait. But I'm just going to get my permission from my girlfriend because she's the one who decides when I'm allowed to leave the streams or not. I said that we're not leaving the stream until we get 100. I'm saying I'm sticking to this. That. Wait, you're subscribed. Wait. Oh, wait. We might actually get our 100. Wait. You're not subscribed?
She's not subscribed? Oh my god. That's. Oh man, not like this. She's not subscribed. She's like, take a look at these guys. And Cappy long passing has not been shown in Arsenal as well. Yeah, I agree with that. All I've seen is his aggressive nature. Yeah.
Well, one thing I wasn't impressed with was his throw-ins the other day. Like he was way too hesitant. It wasn't good. But
to be honest, Ben White also does that thing as well. Ben White does this thing where he stands with the ball and just would not like dude, just throw the ball in.
my favorite throw-inner is Declan.
Yeah.
Declan takes the ball. He's like, I'm gonna just throw it in with confidence. I'm gonna launch 100%. That bad boy. Yeah, I do like when he does that stuff.
So what's your score prediction for the Chelsea game? And guys, remember we are doing a live watch along for that as well. So if you want to,
if my girlfriend's not subscribed right away, I'm not leaving here until we get 101 subs because.
Yeah. So what's your score prediction?
Oh, I said it the other day. I think 3-1. I'm still
3-1.
3-1. Yeah.
3-1 to Chelsea. That's crazy.
3-1 to the Arsenal.
Oh. I actually think it's gonna be I think it might be another 3-2. I think it's gonna be another 3-2.
Man, we can't concede twice again at the Emirates.
Dude,
we did.
We'd be like 3-2 is fine. We won.
Wait,
the game.
did you have Kepa or Raya in goal?
I'd put Raya in. I'm like Kepa. I'm sorry, like.
For me, I gotta do Kepa to seal the deal.
Why?
Not Kepa. Sorry, Raya to seal the deal.
Yeah, it's like it's winning time. We are at 100 subscribers, people.
But the question is, who gave me the 100? Was it?
Was it? Did she subscribe?
I don't know. She's coming back.
Corner goal. Yes, she say.
Yeah. Were you the 100 subscriber? So you have not subscribed to me this whole time.
How was she joining the chat?
You have 10 accounts. So you're Lou woman.
Piero and Yay! Rookie, trust the Ecuadorian transfer wave. Victor Golden Boot 2627. Big up, boys. Can I be the 101st? Dude, your brother
Ellie,
is
you're not subscribed either. This my
Dude,
okay. My world is
dude,
going nuts.
dude.
My
What the?
girlfriend
He's
and
on the
my brother aren't.
channel.
Ellie.
He's on the channel. Like,
Oh my
what?
god, guys! Honestly,
He's in the
my
chat. How-
family doesn't even subscribe to me. You
but
know?
he's in the chat often too. I don't understand. Dude, I would love another corner goal and own goal, but I would probably love like a Eucharist hat trick. I'd love to see a Eucharist hat trick before the season ends.
Oh, I think we'll get it. I like to see a Gyökeres for. You know when we'll get the Gyökeres hat trick if we play Sporting in the Champions League quarterfinals.
We're at 102. I think more than one person.
102?
I think.
Wait.
I think.
Chrissy, are you you realize that if you do that in a quick succession, they're gonna pull off our subs, yeah? Oh, okay. All right. Oh wow.
I subscribed the first day I was here. I see the potential. Yes, 100% rookie. 100%.
Rookie. The potential.
Dude,
not to
you're
blow
definitely
smoke up our
the
own
first
ass.
on the mod list once we.
Yeah,
you know,
Rookie's on the
start-
Rookie's on my mod list. Rookie's definitely
Yeah,
on
once
my
we
mod
once
list.
we come monetized, buddy.
Yeah, and by the way, Nate, haven't forgotten you. You're on my mod list too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Mama Flossie. She's a professional mod, so
Yeah.
I might just,
Yeah, Mama Flossie's kind of like
yeah, she's Terry's mod, so I'm
yeah, she's kind of like one of the bigger mods on YouTube.
Yeah, we're at 102 now. So yeah. Anyway, with that we're here.
Big
so
ups,
much
big
enjoy,
ups,
so-
people. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for subscribing and joining us here.
Like,
it
seriously,
means
we're
a
in the
lot to
triple
us.
digits now. I feel like
Yeah.
And by the way, with the one thing I'll say, and I don't want to talk business too much here, but with the amount of viewers that we get from you guys and how much love you guys give, even 500 can get us somewhat monetized.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't get it at 500 because they don't have the viewers and the watch hours. But we are at a healthy amount and we are tracking very nicely in that. So that's
you guys,
our
even though like
strongest
our
statistic.
subscribers
So-
are like high, I think our viewership to subscriber ratio is actually really damn high.
Yeah.
So you guys are just in here and you're always here for the whole stream as well. So it's great. Thanks, lads. Dude, that's hilarious. That's funny as hell to me. Like his girlfriend and his brother, like I'm just not subscribed.
Ellie, you're still in the chat. Did you sub? Were you one of the 101 or 102?
And what makes it funny is that Ellie's literally been on the pod like twice
Twice.
and just not subscribed.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Man. Oh my goodness.
It really do be a family, bro.
Well, now we can wrap up the stream now without my threats. So we are good to go.
Yeah. This has been a good stream, fellas.
Yeah.
And ladies.
Do you have anything else we wanna discuss at all?
No, the only thing I need to say is just, guys, remember that we are gonna be live for the game. We're gonna be doing a watch along for the Chelsea game. So if we do manage to lose that, you get to see me absolutely lose my shit live.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait. Love this name.
Key Gyökeres. Key Gyökeres. Lads, just found you. Think there's something special here. I'm always around to find you Arsenal opinions and personalities. You two work well together. Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot. Yeah, man. We and
That's
you
my
basically
striker. That's my striker, mate.
That's Anton's guy. And you've actually joined us a really good time because we're going to be putting out a lot more streams and a lot more content.
Oh yeah. So yeah. That's the big thing, right? I know you guys love coming on here and being a part of the live stream, and we love having you as well. But we are going to be pumping out videos, like videos that aren't live. Cal's already got one on there. The temp check has debuted on FTC already. So go and watch that video. Give that a thumbs up. That's the first thing I'm doing when I'm exiting the stream. I'm gonna, get myself some tea, settle down and watch Cal, roast Man City, which I'm hoping you do.
I'm not actually, no, I don't go in that hard. I just is like, I'll save that for you. I'm the yin to your yang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get ready
Um,
for it. By the way, that's another thing. So Wednesday, this time I am holding myself accountable. All of my shows that I've been doing on HotSport, which I don't know if you guys have watched or not, but I hope you guys did. HotSport is now being engulfed by by FTC, just like CalGunner TV.
yeah.
We will be having Anton's tiers on Wednesday, and boy, do I already written some names for what I'm calling my tier names. And yes, there are some teams that will not be let off the hook. I have been very, very humble with my Arsenal tier names recently, even though we're at the top of the league. And I'm like, how do I put the top of the league team and like not sound shameless because we've dropped points? But now I don't have to worry about that issue. So it's good. So you got that one. I got another show called Under Pressure, will be on Thursday, and then we are going to be previewing the Premier League games. I have a show called Upset Alert. We'll be doing on Fridays or Saturday mornings, depending on when I get onto it. But and Cal's got Cal, tell about the shows that you got coming up this week as well.
Oh yeah, still like thinking about it because like the temp check is the one that I have on the channel right now, and that's supposed to just be like a more of a trending topics general Premier League type show that I do. I just talk about the games that happened or like interesting things that happened. So in the video that I posted, I basically spoke about Manchester City dropping points. I spoke about Manchester United having chest because they won, and are they back? And also I talked a little bit about Liverpool's form and the January jacket his that transfer window. So it's not like long videos, but that, and I'll keep the others a secret for now because I'm still like not too, I don't know about the Daves yet, but like I was thinking about maybe doing a kind of like a team player of the week show where I just big up an Arsenal player, because I don't see many people doing that. I think we always talk about what players kind of like shit. Like that seems to be kind of like what we do, but I never see us kind of go out of our way to really big up if a player had a really good week. Especially like we will big up the players who are like super consistent, like Declan Rice. But like what if Madueke has like an insane week? We might mention him once.
Scores against Chelsea. By the way,
so
for those of you, Madueke, the didn't own goal has lost a goal.
Yes.
So for everyone who's saying that own goal was our level top scorer, he went from 4 goals to 5 goals to 4 goals. And Noni Madueke now has a Prem goal because that corner that was punched in by Darlow had crossed the line. So the dubious goals panel have awarded that to Noni Madueke. So congratulations.
So big ups to Madueke. But yeah, I'll be doing those are the two I'm thinking of. I think I'm going to do a third one. I think it's going to be 3 videos for me alongside all our streams. So the main one, like time check player of the week,
Arsenal alliances again later on the week too. So
yep. So yeah, a lot of stuff in the background.
This thing is going full on. We're going to be here all the time. You can rely on us for football content every single day of the week. And so yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. And yeah, again, as Cal said, we will be back for our live stream of Chelsea against Arsenal. Again, big up to everybody before we go, that everybody who contributed in Rookie has been here since the start. Nate has been here since the start. So both of you two guys, big up. Luke was pretty early. He's been here almost the whole time as well. Phantom Patient came in the chat, and we had Mama Flossie, obviously, to say goodbye to her favorite player.
Yeah. And Key Gooker is
so funny
be first time chatter. Big ups to you, buddy.
Yeah, Phantom
it means
Patient,
a lot. Like, yeah,
PG,
we just need
the cat.
Yeah, PG the cat as well. And like every time we just want to build a community here, and you guys being so active in the chat and like talking and being part of the conversation makes these shows so much more enjoyable. Because when we just started, it was just like me and Anton talking, and we could talk. We talk backstage sometimes just on our own, but it makes it so much more interactive when you guys are in here talking, chatting, and adding to the conversation.
Yeah,
and
we were
so yeah,
we bouncing from topic to topic.
Yeah, we love it when you guys
10 minutes
chatting.
of the show, we were like,
yeah,
did I just use all of our topics right now? Because everybody's been so hyped So like I love that energy though that we were getting. So it's
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal that you guys do that for us.
And Key Glucker says, ideas sound great. I think Arsenal in a very interesting spot. So perfect time with lots to talk about. Yeah, man. And hopefully it's the beginning of something extremely special this season. I won't judge it, but it could be. Hopefully we do something special this season.
Should we give a big up to the poll? Because we reached 15 votes just now. So I'm going to end it.
We reached our target, which was 15.
All right, guys. So the poll question was, just as a recap, are Man City a title-winning level side at all? And the people, my God, I love you people. This is why you are my community. 53% of you said no, they are not a title-winning level side. The other 47 said yes.
So still some doubt in there. I think I reckon
the vote was about like 8-7 or something.
Yeah, okay. I think we do another one if we get 9 points clear next week. Big up to Phantom as well. Big up, guys. Enjoyed the football terrace before. Draw you on the football terrace.
Yeah,
before.
And by the way,
big
we'll
up
be
to you.
back on the football terrace as always. Me and Cal are what we're actually going to be doing soon as well. So, we're going to give you a shout out when it happens, but we want to have a bit more of a social media presence. So we're going to be getting on all of the socials quite soon and uploading. Like Cal and I did our post-match reactions the other day. I actually kind of wanted to do a reaction to what happened to City today, but I'm happy that Cal got to do it instead and have a proper video. But we'll be having all that type of stuff in there. And we'll be alerting you to times when Cal and I will be on the football terrace as well. When we do it, will you be using that on the socials? Hopefully to have on X, on Instagram, on TikTok. I think that for me will be the starters, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. But we'll let you know when we're out there, so Nate, you guys can go on and follow us.
Best before we leave, just to answer Nate here, can they be a title winning side, but us just be a better side? The thing is, like, I think I don't know who said this. I can't remember who said this, but I think someone said, is it? Forget about, I think I saw this comment on someone else's video. It said, forget about Arsenal being the worst team to ever win the Prem. If Manchester City win the Prem, they would be the worst team to ever win the Prem. So I hope that answers your question. Because at this point, it's like, come on. Like we are a much better team than them. We're just much better. All we have to do is play. We don't have to overperform to win the league. All we need to do is play at our level. That's all we need to do.
Okay.
Keep
now
it calm.
My brother has left the stream, and by the way, he confirmed to me he was one of the new subscribers. So he didn't subscribe until now. That's confirmed. But now that he's gone, I'm going, and I know he won't watch again, because he's been here live. I will say this: I want Arteta out if we don't win the title. Because this Man City team, the way they're playing, they are literally begging us. They are literally being like, hey, Arsenal, we are so disinterested in this title. That's the way that they are right now. I swear to God. Which is why I don't think they're going to go to Anfield and win. I would be shocked.
No, they're not going to Anfield and win.
I would be shocked if they went to Anfield and win. Like,
no refuse to hear. City is the greatest second place team to win league history. Yeah.
No, guys, Bale's finishing second.
You think Arsenal?
No, I'm just trolling.
They're not. Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa is going to get dragged into a top 4 race. By the way.
But here's the crazy thing. I don't know who said this the other day, right? Or earlier today when they were talking about one of the reactions, one of them, right? If to be honest, go 9 points clear of them this weekend, and Man United win and Chelsea win on the weekend, they would be closer to top 4 race than title race.
Yeah,
mathematically.
Yeah, it was Fugazi. It's Fugazi.
No, I'm talking about Manchester City.
We will be ridiculed if we don't win this year. Nate the Gunner says we will be ridiculed if we win, which is exactly why I really don't care about rivals.
Not. This is the crazy. This is what we were talking about the other day, right?
They're gonna say so much shit if we.
Here's what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
O'Hara is fucking asking for us to win the quad because he's saying, "Oh, this will be this. Oh no, remember this Arsenal team." Well, there's a way that this people will definitely remember this Arsenal team.
People are going to remember the team that ended the 20-year drought. You absolute fool.
Yeah,
You
I know.
absolute tusser. Like, really? Like, he's such a salty dickhead. And, it's kind of weird. It's like these ex-professionals, like, they should know better, but they're just, like, why are they all dumbasses, bro? Like,
Yeah,
why
so
every single one of them?
here's the numbers, right? We will end the stream shortly. We're almost on the way to doing it, but we're just
Yeah.
having fun and everybody's enjoying it. We're still got peak numbers, but um,
Hey, cup chasers.
there he is.
You caught us.
That's why we waited because I know that he's not waking up now, so making sure you can actually catch us live. Our number one commenter, by the way, by a
Yeah.
long stretch. So big up.
Also
to
was
the
a
Cup
part of
Shakers.
one of our panels last week.
He's gonna be
So yeah.
part of.
Oh yeah, guys, that's another
Are
thing.
you
If
available later this week, Jake? Because yeah, I definitely
we're gonna have
wanna-
another Arsenal alliance.
Yeah.
Where,
Jake can
but
sub
guys,
for me,
if any of you
always.
guys are interested in being part of the Arsenal alliance, you could shoot us an email or message or maybe even comment. You could get in contact with us and we could maybe organize something.
Okay.
You just need your camera.
See, I love my new screen share thing. It drags us out to the edges. Okay. This is the title. This is the table right now as it stands. I feel like I'm just showing you guys common knowledge. But right now we are. This isn't right. Why does it say we're set? Doesn't have an updated cities tally. Here we go. Cities tally updated. 53. We are 6 points clear. City are also 6 points clear of Manchester United, 7 clear of Chelsea, and 8 clear of Liverpool. If Liverpool were to beat Man City on the weekend, they would be on 42. Man City would be on 47. Let's say we beat Sunderland, we would be on 56. So we would be 9 clear.
Nine clear of Manchester City is like
my brother.
It's getting ridiculous.
My brother just texted me. You said Arteta out. You absolute fraud.
Dude, come on, Ellie.
Damn it! I waited too. He still.
Come on, Ellie.
Yeah, he got me there. Damn it! I was saying if we don't win the league anyway. It was for effect. So yeah, Liverpool would be 5 points, right? Chelsea would be 4 points behind them. United would be 3 points behind them. If they were to win? Let's say if all of those teams were to win, right? So Chelsea play against Wolves. That should be a win. United play Spurs. That should be a win.
I don't know why you think Chelsea or these guys are just that should be a win. Like, dude.
Whatever. I mean, it's Wolves. It's nothing more to do with Wolves than to do with Chelsea.
Okay.
Right. What's the other one? And then you got Liverpool. If in this scenario would have beaten Manchester City, right? And who did Villa play? Curiosity. Bournemouth away. They're not winning there.
They might drop points again, to be honest.
But the point is, City would be closer to a top 4 race than they would the title. Hence why I would say they're not in the title race. Because if they are, then so is United, and so is Liverpool, and so is Chelsea. So
yeah,
what point do we consider this? What
9 points? 9 points. Like we were like, to be honest with you, I think we got to 9 points at one point.
No, we never did this year. Never.
Last
we
year,
had the chance to against
last year never. Behind Liverpool. What was the furthest gap?
Well, I think it was 10 is what we finished at the end.
Yeah, but like when we got to like around the 7 points, we were saying we're done. We were saying that we were done. 9 points, we definitely would be saying we were done. With this many games to go, we were pretty much finished, and we were focusing on the Champions League. So, like you can't say there's always a puncher's chance, but if we go 9 points ahead, guys, like ladies and gentlemen, I'm a skeptic. 9 points ahead with 13 games to go. it would be the worst collapse in the history of the Prem. I don't think so. I don't think so, people.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I really don't think so. So
I feel like I wanted to end this show just kind of just coming back to the main topic of the show, which is
Pep missing on top 4 would almost be enjoyable than winning the League Cup. No, winning the League Cup is more enjoyable, but that would be a nice cherry. That'd be a really nice cherry on top of that cake.
you know what would be funny if we go 9 clear, we gonna win the league. By the way, just gonna say we're gonna win the league at the end, but City go on a 10-game winning run anyway. People are like, oh, watch out for the 10-game winning run that will end you, and I'd be like, okay, whatever. If they got a 10-game winning run, we still won the league. I would actually love that. Actually,
To be honest with you, it'll be kind of like them to go on a little bit of a run when the pressure's off.
sounds like us.
No, it sounds like them lately. See what Roger's been saying in interviews, blaming the refs. Disgusting. Although I'm actually finally feel like we can simply focus on us. Let's wreck these blue bottle drops first. Then it's Sunderland, 1 game at a time. Yep.
Yeah,
I say.
I
Yep.
agree.
Perhaps an 8.
I feel
But
like
I want
when
Prem, not fuss about what others are doing. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do this. When we beat Chelsea and we go to the final, then we can finally put that competition to the side until the end of March, and then we can really, really bottle down.
When we win the Carabao
our
Cup,
FA Cup
we
game
beat-
is against Wigan, right?
Yep.
Like at home, that should be a win. Like we should really be able to go all in on this league and just put it to sleep.
Yep.
Before we play champs, because we're gonna,
Yep.
obviously.
By the
we're
way,
gonna
when we
win
win the League Cup this year, it's gonna be the first time that we've done like Arsenal Wenger actually never won the League Cup. I think did George Graham win it?
Guys, I just had a premonition.
I think he did.
Newcastle is winning tomorrow night 2-0 and winning on penalties.
I don't think so. Nope. They're gonna
And the
they're
winning
gonna mount
penalty will be Sandro Tonali. No, he can't because it'll be an Arsenal player.
nah. But yes, I definitely want to see City in that final. I don't want to see Newcastle in that final. I need City to win that game.
Yeah, well, we will see. We'll obviously be able to watch that game with the knowledge of knowing if we are in. I won't be if we're not in the final. I won't be watching that game. I'll be too.
I wouldn't watch that game.
Fucking watch it.
Anyway,
but-
we are like 1 minute away
Yeah.
from meeting the 2-hour mark, which is probably where we should end the stream. Big ups to you all. We already shouted out pretty much everyone already, like 15 minutes ago, but that's okay. Thank you, everyone. We finally reached 100 subscribers. I think our next milestone is going to be 500. So yeah.
So we're not even going to talk 200 when we hit 200.
I mean, yes, but 500 is like the
150,
the next really big milestone. I think is 500. But yeah, and I think we could get that, and hopefully we could get to maybe if we're lucky get to 1K before the end of the year. But yeah.
Did I drop out of the stream?
Oh, okay.
Weird. Did I drop out? That was weird. I actually just shifted my keyboard and it knocked me out of the stream.
Yeah, you completely just left. But yeah.
So
anything else you want to say before we end the stream?
No, I mean mainly. By the way, my short has gotten some nice views recently. But anyway, no, thank you everyone again for being here. You guys have been here for a whole 2 hours, so I really appreciate you guys. And as I'm saying, we're pumping out the videos coming now. Let's go and fucking get ourselves into that final coming up, guys. I'm so fucking pumped for the rest of this season. As Arteta said, like this next 4 months, just enjoy it. And I'm starting to get to the point we've had kind of like our really bad period of the season. I feel hopefully put in the rear view mirror, and let's just go after it. But again, I said being here for both of you guys for 2 hours is honestly so amazing, and the fact that we've gone over the 100 mark today means something. We started this thing in August or September, I think. It was after the transfer deadline shot. No, it was before. We had Eze. August. It was the day we signed Eze. And it took us until February to get over 100. I'm hoping that the next 100 will come a lot quicker than that. So it feels like a little bit of a slog, but we're good. We're excited, and this thing is growing. So guys, we will have so much content that will come out. Keep your eyes out for all that. And until then, guys, we are out of here. Come on, you gooners.